All right, so we're here with athlete Lynn. Lynn is our pro athlete and we are gearing up for a crazy off season. We've been in our off season so far. Lynn just got out of injury, but the key thing for this off season has been driving a lot of growth into the glutes, as well as enhancing her taper with a lot more lat. So today we've got a massive leg day. I'm gonna show you girls and you ladies how we build big booties. Let's do it. Wrong way, sunshine. That way. Like your legs haven't grown that much. All right, away we go. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, go 3 in. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. That's 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Relax there. One of my top preferences. So today's workout, you'll see about 5 of my favorite exercises to program for legs and building glutes. So the hip abductor here, we've got this guy first. The reason why is because Lynn is quite quad dominant. So the way you see that we work in our PPM method, so the purpose performance method, right, is all about foundation. And in this phase, you'll see a lot of what we do is what we break down what we call neuromuscular patterns. So because she's been very dominant in quads for quite a long time, which is great for her physique, it does inhibit that ability for the glutes to fire and activate. So what we're going to do here is we're going to let the hip flexors relax, which they are, so not engaged. We're driving through the glute minus, all right, which is in the upper top tier, as well as the glute med. Glute med is the only muscle that works when the legs are fully externally rotated. In this method, because she is strong, right, a lot of girls will just throw the weights around. We're focused on control. So we're going to do 2 little warm-ups before hitting the priming set, and you can relax there. So now we're going to go into our priming set, which are our main working sets. So sitting around about 35, 40 kilos here. She could possibly handle 60, but here we're doing a total of 20 reps. This is what we kind of call like a pre-exhaust or pre-activation phase, right? We're going to drive that volume in, and we're focused on a 3-second eccentric and a 3-second contraction phase for a total of 20 reps by 2 working sets. All right, let's do it. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. All the way out. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Strong. Go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Drive. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Halfway. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Drive. Let's go. 2, 3. That's it. Strong core. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. Drive. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. 2 more reps. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Drive. 1, 2, 3. Last one. All the way in. And out. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Relax there. Nice. All right. Heavier. Jump up. Move that blood. All right. I'll chat about this, yeah? All right, so with Lynn's supplements, before we started, we're using Liposide IR, right? This is a great product. Lynn is someone that has a typical lower resting heart rate, which is really important, right? We want to upregulate that heart rate, especially as we're coming into prep, right? Ladies of any nature will typically have a higher, what we call A2 receptors, right? These guys are going to hold a lot more fat deposit, and they require heat production, and they also require a significant amount of blood volume. So utilizing the Liposide IR not only keeps the cravings at a minimal when we're in a dieting phase, but the key thing for this guy is we're using it for the energy production. She feels amazing euphorically off it, but also it will upregulate her heart rate. So when we're coming to here, right, we're not spending ages trying to get that heart rate up and getting that blood moving for the session. As she's coming in here after half an hour of the use, she's up and at it, the blood flow is working, so we can utilize and capitalize on the key components of our workouts, especially in the prep. So if you're someone that needs energy or just wants to feel that euphoric feeling, take this before you work out. You can stack it with a non-stim pump formula for that performance side of things, or take it first thing in the morning alongside your cardio. So the key thing here is a lot of people will start to flex the quads, they get fatigued, and they'll let their hips take over. We're very hip flex dominant. You want to disable those hip flexors, right? Push your heels into the floor, focus on driving out through those knees. Another good thing as well is really hold yourself tight in that seat. Holding your bum tight in that seat will naturally relax that hip flexor. Good, let's go. Now it's time to fatigue. What we want, let's go. Last set, make count. 2, 3, good. Use focus on the rep. Quality, let's go. 3, drive. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, good. There we go, last one, we're coming to failure. Go. All right, 5 pulses, go. Pump them out. 1, 2, keep moving. 3, 4, go. 5, done, beautiful. All right, let's move. All right, we'll add your weights. All right, next up. We're on this bad guy. All right, grab some weight. All right, let's go. Hip tighten that bench. Good. So as you can see here, the key thing is, and a lot of people when they work on hamstring development, when we do a lot of like RDLs, hyper extensions, deadlifts, lying leg curls, you'll see a lot of the development happening in the top range of that hamstring and glute, right? As we focus on the hip extension, a lot of that load will fall in the abductor and in that bottom part of the glute max, right? So we see this part of the hamstring developing pretty quick. You're right, keep pushing. Let's go. So what we actually call, we want to emphasize drive through this part, which is what we call the distal part of the hamstring. Right, this is one part that a lot of people will lack, and it will really enhance that hamstring density, especially male bodybuilders too. So the standing leg curl and some other ones like a drag curl is really important for targeting that, right, swap it over, really important for targeting that distal range. The key thing for this one is making sure the pad falls on the bottom of the ankle and the calf, so in that range of the ankle and the calf. But the big thing I see here is because people are weak in their hamstrings, you don't need to overload the weight. This weight is more than enough and you can progress from there. But the key thing is driving those hips into that pad nice and strong. So as they come into the contraction, you'll see people will buckwick out. That will disable straight away the hamstring and take over into lower back. So make sure you squeeze your glute as you squeeze your heel up, and that will drive as much range and mechanical tension through your hamstring. More weight. Progression. All right. So same again, 12 a leg. So we're doing 12 a leg, and then we're doing your 5 partials, yeah? So here on exercise 2, we've got 3 working sets, 12 reps. That first one was a warming set, warm-up set, priming set, whatever you want to refer it to. Right, I call them warm-up sets. Stay tight in that glute. Good. So we've got 12 reps, and then we're going to finish off with 5 partials. 5 partials is from the bottom range. Right, let's go. 5 partials now. Let's go. 1, 2, full range, all the way done, all the way done. There you go. 2, 3, up a bit higher. 4, 5. Beautiful. Swap it over. So as you can see there, right, in our partial range, you're going to get that full eccentric load, right? Maximize that stretch, and then come up in a portion range. This guy is what we call a pre-exhaust technique, right? Because their hamstrings are typically 2 fibers versus a quad that are 4, you'll find they are quite weak. But the good thing is, before we move into our compound movements, we've got to overload with the weight, right? Most of the time, the back will start to take over because the hamstrings are a little bit weaker. So pre-exhausting will ensure the hamstrings are primed up, right? And you'll get that maximum amount of efficiency from them. And then that way, when you go into your compound movements or hyper-extension based drills, where you actually get hip extension, you won't be loading through the back. The hamstring will be primed and on. Let's go. Squeeze here. Go. Good. What's that count? 3, 4, 5. Done. Beautiful. How's that? silence is good. Yeah? That's how we communicate. When she goes, woohoo, we're doing well. All right, let's do it. 1, squeeze those glutes in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right up. 8, nice, come on. 10, right out fatigue, go. 11, 12, all right, 5 partials, go, pump them. 1, full stretch. 2, up, 3, you got it, come on. 4, 5, beautiful, swap. All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, glutes in. 5, 6, 7, glutes in, come on. 8, there you go. 9, full stretch, I got ya. 10, 11, one more. 12, all right, 5 partials, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, beautiful, done. That's it. Let's do it. So what we've got here, as you can see, we've got our little block here. Usually it's like yoga blocks, right? They're quite solid. You can use a weight plate, but these ones is really simple. They align with the foot too, so easy to get past. Right, not a big weight you got to drag around. So whilst Lynn's getting strapped up there, we're doing a good kickback. This is one of probably my bottom end tier of my favorite glute exercises. The reason why is the glute kickback is going to be able to keep mechanical tension on with the cable. It's more like what we call accessory-based movement, right? It's more technique and execution-based, great for intensification matrices that you want to add in. So on this one, right, we've just driven the hamstring out. So whilst we give that a bit of a rest, we're going to prime the glute up ahead of our heavy compound work on that glute. But on this one, right, I'll get Lynn to strap up and then we'll run you through exactly how it kind of works. But with this, right, you can actually change the pathway of the glute direction fiber, right? So as you come back, the key thing is having the ankle attachment on the base, right, and the cable like so. So you can change the line of path, whereas in a fixed machine, you can't really get the same emphasis in terms of line of direction. So what we're doing here, you can brace a bit more into that knee for me, right? I might get you to take one step back on that actually. Come back one more step. Yep, get a bit more range there. So that way you get maximal stretch in that glute, right? But what we want to do is you can focus on driving that the ankle straight back, lean over this side of that, coming straight back through here, right? That line of direction will target the glute max. The glute max is this big fiber, right? Glute max is one of your prime drivers. It'll come present in a lot of kickbacks, in a lot of your lungings, your squats, your leg presses, right? Glute max is typically always on. But when we get a bit more finessey, right, we've got glute med on the outside. Like I said, the glute med works the external rotation of that knee. Then you've got what we call glute minus, which is this guy here. He's gonna give you that nice little shelf capping, right? So with Lynn, we wanna bring out, she's got decent glute max, but in the stage shots, as we deplete, we start to lose that detail in the outer pop. So when she's in her side poses, we want that outer eccentric shape of that glute bubble, right? And with girls, especially in like bikini or fitness classes, right? You wanna have that lateral head coming through and it ties into the glute. So what we're focusing on here is actually driving back, but at the top of that movement, we're actually kicking that heel out. Kicking that heel out will emphasize a lot more in that glute minus, which is that upper tier, to get that nice little shelf off the cap. Good, drive that knee forward. Good. Emphasize that hold at the top for 2 seconds. There. Good, bend that left knee a bit more. There. Good, slow in. Good, hard out. Squeeze, that's it. That's it. Good. That's it, hold it up top, hold it on. Good, one more. Nice, swap legs. So try not to lean. So one of the biggest misconceptions, right, and the hardest thing is when you work on your own, your body naturally wants to pull itself out of the line of direction, which is where these things can become a little bit more complex. So it's really important as a beginner, you really want to focus on foundations, and that's why you need to focus on foundation work. But when you get to Lynn's level, we're working on a lot more specificity in her program because she is a pro athlete. So it's the little finer details we need to work on. So when we get to this kind of level, right, your body naturally wants to pull yourself out of alignment. So what you're gonna do is try and keep those hips stable, all right, and isolate that glute. If you struggle with balance, you can use the incline bench and actually kneel into it so you can isolate one glute at a time. But like you can see, as she fatigues, her hips want to compensate and shift out of that line of direction. So it's really important you just self-audit. Mirrors are great for that, or work with a coach like myself, and we'll help take that away from you. Good. That's it. Hold that top, 2 seconds at the top. Go. Hold, 1, 2, good, stretch. Drive. Yeah, get it out. Get that out of peak. Out of peak. Flick that elbow out. That elbow, the ankle, let's go. One more. Nice, relax. Good. Whew. So how are we feeling?
I'm dying.
Good. Spot on then. This way. Because obviously that's where that attachment is there. So just line yourself up, because that way when your hand grips around, you'll probably have a better base support. It'll keep your posture in line better. So try that. Line that cable and then we'll scud across. Sweet. All right. Ready? Round 2. Not really. It's a shame. All right, we're doing that ankle. Perfect. Foot on the block. All right, bracing that left leg. That's it, really sit down that left leg, brace it out. There you go. Focus on that ankle. 2, engage your core and squeeze your left glutes forward as you come up with the ankle. There you go. There, that's better. Beautiful. Engage that core, squeeze your glute. There, that's in. Good. That's it, try and hold that top of the peak. That's it. Don't try and get too high. Bracing that leg. Go up. 1, 2. Good. And again. 1, 2. Good. Go. 1, 2. That's it. Nice. All up in here. There you go. 1, 2. Good. Go. 1, 2. Last 2. 1, 2. That's it. Hold them up. Nice, good. Swap sides. Beautiful. All right. I'll scoot that across. Pause a second. Jump off for a second. Yep. All right. Jump on there. All right. Let's do it. 1, 2. Focus on keep that shoulder in line with that pole. That's it. Squeeze that glute. Abs on. Full stretch of that leg. Take it all the way forward. All the way forward. Full range. There. Drive. There you go. Bend that right knee a bit more. There you go. Beautiful. Hold that top. 2 seconds. 1, 2. Good. Go. 1, 2. Stay strong. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Go. 1, 2. Beautiful. Last one. 1, 2. Nice. Relax there. Good. How'd that feel? Better? Yeah. Good. We will keep the weight the same. We'll keep the weight the same. Yeah. Just short of rest. Feeling it? Yeah?
I am today.
Yeah? I mean,
It's later.
I mean, we're also beats less rest period.
Okay.
Less rest period. Normally we meet and chat shit. Stuff. We're going to go bang bang. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've already peaked off your caffeine, you're good. You want to get a second win now. Alright, let's line up again. Last set. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Strong. 9. Get that hip stable. Abs on. 10. Good. Ankle out. You'll hit that minus. Right up. Last one. Nice. Swap sides. Good. This side, just emphasize that 2-second hold again. Hello, big boy. Yeah, good. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. That's it. Strong. 9. 10. 11. 12. Beautiful. Relax there. Great job. All right. Have a breather. We're going to start over here on our seated leg curls. Sweet. All right, what are we now? We're exercise 3, hey? All right, so now we're up to exercise 3. So in this program, this is one of my favorite exercises, and I put it in top of like my top priorities of exercise selections, is the seated hamstring curl, as opposed to like a lying curl. The seated hamstring curl has become one of my biggest staples in programming. Right, we use it for quite a lot of different reasons, but the hamstring on the seated position is going to disable hip flexors, also keep the lower back out of the play, right, and really emphasize that neural capacity, so people can actually drive up the weight a lot more than they can on the line. But as well, we can also use it for the metabolic adaptation side of things. In this current phase of her program, because we are covering a fair bit of volume across glutes, but also trying to get that hamstring to grow as well, we're going to be focusing on a bit more intensification work in this actual exercise. So for this one, we're doing 10 reps to approximate failure. Then we're going to finish up with 5 partials and a final hold. So what we call an isometric hold in the shortened position, right? It allows us to drive a lot more stress into that muscle, maintain mechanical tension without elevating too much stress. Lynn's someone that typically likes to overdo. So for Lynn, we've got to sometimes take a few steps back. But as well, from years of working with Lynn, what we find is Lynn's body responds very well to more metabolic stresses, and this is one of them. So coming to the prep, right, our key goal is to drive more food and growth, but keep our body fat low, which is what we're doing. We did skin folds the other day, and we only put on 2 meals over a month. So we're in a pretty good range at our approximate time of frame out from weeks of show. So for now, let's crack in, set 1. 1. 2. 3. Good, really drive that core back into it. Seat there. Good, 5. The big thing for this is you want that knee to align with that hinge position here. So some machines, you'll have an attachment point there. Keep those knees in line, right? That's ensure that you're in the right alignment with the, center of alignment. Good, 2 more reps. The big thing here as well is a lot of people don't hold tight enough into the seat. So really emphasize driving yourself in that seat, which will keep the hip flexors out as well, and emphasize stability in the back to ensure you get maximum mechanical tension through that hamstring. Good. All right, that's nice and light. We'll go heavier. So as you can see there, she had more capacity, so the 10 wasn't close to failure. So that's gonna be our warm up, right? It's really important as you work with someone or you are someone that's working out in this kind of mechanism that you want to test. If it's not near your failure or you're not near your benchmark, don't count it as a set, back off, go heavier and progress it. That way you're not going to be wasting your energy, you're also going to be leaving things in the tank. When you come to train, you want to execute with intensity, and that's the key. So I'll hold this. If you drop that down by 2 more holes for me, please, to about 30. Yep, that's it. Spot on. All right. I can't see, you can see. All right, and let's go now. Since we're working set 1, so we've got 10. Let's go. You just focus on holding yourself tight in that seat. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Good, strong. 4, 5. Perfect. 6. That's it. Keep those knees out. 7. Good. Squeeze. Come on. 9. Here we go. 10. You got it. All the way in. I got you. Good. All right. 5 passes from the short position. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Nice. High breather.
For us, like,
Oh,
in the gym,
100%. Put on the gym page.
yeah,
We'll do some like funny like team skits and shit.
yeah.
Cause we're pretty funny.
Alright.
All right. Let's go. Here we go. Last set. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. Strong. Right under. Right under. Good. 2 more. 9. That's it. Beautiful. 10. You got 2 more now. Go. 2 more now. 1 more. 5 pushes from the top now. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Hold. Core in. There. Hold. Slowly relax it. Slowly relax it. Come up, come up, come up. There you go. Keep going. Keep coming. Good. And done. Relax. Beautiful. Ooh. Ooh. Hey.
That was actually 4.
Four.
Number 4 exercise.
Oh, was it?
Okay, 1, 2.
Oh, there's 4. Oh, here's Josh. Right on time. It's about time. The apprentice has arrived. All right. All right. So in this exercise, we've got exercise 5 now. You see the hamstring curl was number 4. Helps if we can count. So in this one, right, we've got 10 reps. So we're driving more of a strength base, right? In our day 4 of our leg day, which is the end of week, we have a bit more of a, what we call a higher metabolic set where it's a bit more reps, slower controlled tempo. And the sequence is a little bit different. This guy, right, we're just emphasizing a lot more strength related, so driving more volume through the weight. But in this one, we're doing 2 seconds in the pause position, 2 seconds in contraction phase, and a control 2-2 concentric and eccentric phase. So as you can see, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now this is probably one of my, look, it's hit and miss. My preferred method is a machine like this or a floor glute bridge. I don't like and I'm not a fan of the hip thrust on the bench, not at all. A lot of spinal issues are coming out of that because of the way techniques are being taught. It puts a lot of shear pressure into the spine, right? Keep going. Good, that's it. Heavier. It puts a lot of shear pressure into the spine, right? Shear pressure is that front vertical pressure to the spine. Our spine is not designed to take a huge amount of shear force, right? It's like having a car accident, right? Our spine works better in loading in the compressive phase. However, though, in this exercise, if we have it controlled, as you can see, the weight is not significant. We're using technique control through eccentric loading as well, and isometric holds to really drive up that mechanical tension, which is the key thing that we need. And we are going to be progressing that weight, as you'll see in the next phase. So each week, as long as that weight is progressing, we maintain that mechanical tension and disabling that what we call elastic energy, we can ensure that those glutes are going to grow, and the line of direction in this machine is ensuring it's hitting that glute max efficiently. Now the big thing as well, the machines are a lot better than a free weight because it allows you to, one, have a bigger back support rest to ensure the back is well supported, and as well, it enables you to stay fixed in that position. So you're not going to throw out your spine, you're not going to duck your legs in or out, or the hip shift. It's a lot better for executing that glute max in its line of direction. Getting hot with ya?
Did you have me
No. Don't need it. Imagine me on the lip side.
Hey?
That's the imagine me on the lip side. I talk enough. All right, let's lock and load. All right, our final exercise here is we've got the hyperextension. Right, so what we're going to do with the hyperextension, the biggest misconception with hyperextensions is actually the bench setup. One of the most effective ways to set up on a bench, in my opinion and in my experience of coaching athletes, is in the way that we do it with the method, is that the bottom of that pad needs to be on top of the knee. Pitch your knee like a hinge. That pad needs to be on the bottom of the knee. It allows you to actually bend the knee. And you're watching clientele or athletes, right? People who have weak hamstrings will hyperextend their knees. It's very normal if they're very tight in their quads and the hamstrings are weak. The knee will hyperextend. So you need those tendons in the back of that knee to be well supported. So what we do is we actually bend that knee slightly, right? And that allows us to anchor into that bench. By anchoring that knee into that bench and having that hamstring slightly bent, or sorry, that knee slightly bent, you actually engage a lot more tension through that hamstring. So that way you can actually get that hamstring curl and tension through it to maximize the contraction on top of driving through the glute. Good. That was easy. It is? All right, ready? Set 2. Let's do it. All right, this one 4 seconds down on that negative, yeah? Down, 1, 2, 3, 4, squeeze the glute, max them out. Good, 1, 2, 3, 4, drive. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Halfway, 1, 2, 3, 4, drive. That's it, get that hip, squeeze that bench, not 4 negative. There you go, drive. Finish it, come on. 2 more, knees bent, go. Good, 2, 3, 4, drive. Nice, done. Beautiful, well done. That's it, done and done. Ooh, sweat on the glasses too, mate. Hey?
I know.
Success.
Oh my gosh.
How you feel?
Cooked.
Yeah, bright red. Another successful leg day in the bank.
Yes.
Well done. And that is the Purpose Performance Method.